Hey, you. Yeah, you with the never-ending TBR pile.
We're the Moms That Read podcast, two book besties who love talking about all things books.
We've got a monthly book club, the best book recs, and interviews with authors we're basically obsessed with.
You don't have to be a mom, just someone who stays up way too late finishing one more chapter.
Think of us as your book club BFFs, without the pressure to actually clean your house.
So grab your coffee, cozy up, and join us for your next great read.
Hi guys, I'm Bri.
And I'm Alli. This is Offscript.
If you think about it, books are potential scripts for movies.
When this adaptation happens, typically it's disappointing because they went off script.
In this series, we will be talking about how off script they went.
Hello, everybody,
And welcome
to Offscript,
a podcast.
where we discuss books and their movies.
And lately we've been on a break,
Yes.
but we come at you this holiday season with a very non-holiday episode.
No, but new to theaters. So,
Pretty freaking
is-
exciting.
yeah, we did that twice this season. I'm pretty proud of us. Well, I
Hell
guess
yeah,
this is
we did.
technically season 8 now, but
Yeah. But technically, there's one in season 8 that we could do if we read it fast enough, but I'm not going to make us do that.
Oh.
Because that movie comes out December. So if we wanted to see it in theaters, we could. But I'm not rushing to read it anytime soon.
yeah. Okay. I
So.
see. Yep.
Yeah. Anyways.
We digress.
Yes. It's been a while, guys. We haven't done this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we're officially in season 8, sort of. We always count our bonus episodes as season 8 or the next season, I guess. And so, wow.
Yeah. Does it feel like you've been doing this for 8 seasons, Allie?
No. Well, whenever I think of a season, I think of a year. So we kind of tricked me.
Honestly, I'm in that same boat. I keep saying that too. I'm like, how the fuck? And then I'm like, oh, because we split it up into the 6 months.
Yeah.
So technically, we've been doing this for 4 years.
4 years. Still,
Which is
a lot.
even more insane to me.
Right.
Because I really feel like we just started, but whatever.
I know.
Apparently,
It's
we've been
fun.
doing this for 4 years.
That's crazy.
Crazy
anyways.
good.
Yeah. So you guys, we didn't tell you. We're doing the Running Man today.
Yes,
And
we are.
also, I'm Alli.
And I'm Bri.
And we're,
Yeah, we totally skipped all that.
we did. But we're going to have some fun.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Do you have a picture? Okay.
I figured the picture we can paint is the fact that Allie got invited to my cousin's wedding this last weekend.
I did.
And then you got to meet all my family.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was at the Seattle Aquarium, the new one. Did you like get and see all the aquarium?
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, the other side is way cooler, but it was it was cool. A little area.
I have been personally glad that my cousin can get me in for free since David dives there. Because I don't think I would spend as much money as they charge to get into that part of the aquarium for as little as is in that aquarium.
Yeah. But
I'm
it's
like,
it's one ticket for the whole aquarium, isn't it?
I think they charge extra for the second aquarium. They you can get into the old aquarium still, but if you want to go into the new aquarium with the old aquarium, you have to buy the special ticket. Or at least I know that's how it was when it first opened. It might not be that way anymore, but
That's dumb.
either way, it's Seattle. It's very Seattle. That shouldn't surprise you.
I know. Oh my gosh, I have to talk too. So, John does the spot saver thing for parking.
Oh, yeah.
I found a spot and I paid $10 and I get to park there till 11. And I'm just sitting there really confused because I'm like, okay, because he's like explaining where it is and it's like a 5-minute walk and all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, I'm literally right across the street Like I was worried I like was wrong and like remembering it wrong. No, I literally was right across the street and I paid $8 until 2 a.m. So his spot saver failed him.
That's hilarious. Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah, he loves Spot Hero. I mean, Spot
that's
Hero
what it
has
is.
helped us
Yeah.
with a
Okay.
bunch, because like for concert parking and like baseball parking or any event like that, it's a lifesaver.
Oh, I believe it.
Or like Comic-Con or whatever. You can get freaking parking garages that are right around the corner that when you show up, they're charging $50 per day, but we get it for like $10. And
yeah,
so,
that's nice.
yeah, that's been helpful. But in a situation like that, hell, it was also a Sunday. If you found street parking, it's free in Seattle on Sundays.
I know.
So, but whatever.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. But it was like a maze to get out of there. It was like one of those like optical illusion things where it's like you go down and then you turn, but somehow you're right back where you were. And I was like, what the hell? And I was like going in circles for like a very long time. And I realized how stupid I looked because there was like a homeless guy, two homeless guys like packing up to like leave or do something. And I just kept passing them over and over. And I'm like, I don't know how to get out of here. But I looped that garage like 9 times. I'm not lying. And I was getting so frustrated.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways,
But yeah, it was a fun time.
it was pretty cool. Are we ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let's do it. All right, your trigger warning is murder.
What? Wait, how did I not realize the year?
I know. But, well, we did. That's why I put it in here. We did when we read it.
Oh, I don't remember realizing the year because I think, first off, we read the book so long ago. And when we watched it, it didn't feel like it was supposed to be 2025.
Because it probably wasn't.
Yeah.
So, in the book, y'all, it's 2025. And there's a reality TV program, and it's progressed to the point where people are willing to wager their lives in exchange for enormous wealth. Ben Richards is desperate. He needs money to treat his daughter's illness. His last chance is entering a game show called The Running Man, where the objective is to elude police and specially trained trackers for a month. The reward is a cool $1 billion. The catch is that everyone else on the planet is watching and willing to turn him in for a reward.
Yeah. And this is a remake. We're watching the new one that just came out.
Yes. In theaters now. Go see it. We have author Richard Bachman, a.k.a. Stephen King himself.
Yeah. It's
Director
not a scary one again.
It's not. Yep. Director Edgar Wright.
That Edgard.
Okay, I was like I read it in my head right, but my lips and tongue got all tangled. Screenplay writer Michael Bacall and Edgar Wright. The book came out May 1982, and the movie came out November 7th, 2025. That's 43 years.
Mm-hmm.
And what did we do
big.
first? Oh, I'm so sorry. What?
I said pretty big difference. I read it first.
Same.
So did you.
Yep. But we were not going to have time to not.
Could you imagine?
I know.
Goodness.
So now that we have read the book and seen the movie, what are our thoughts? The plot overall.
I enjoy this story. I think it's fun. Like, not fun, like, oh, ooh, I'm having fun with this story, but like entertaining. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Being like, you have to, it's like Hunger Game-esque. You have to hide for.
Except for it's not in a like man-made arena. It's in a
it's
world.
world.
And just regular people can out you.
I know.
I would find a fucking hole. I mean, you have to send your letters in the mail, but I would find a hole that no one was nearby and find a way. I would befriend the birds. Be like sitting in my hole. Caw, caw. Can you take my letter? Caw. Birds pecking me, not understanding what I want.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so funny. I would like make enough money in the beginning when they don't really care by sending my letters, and then I'll be like, good, I'm at like 100,000. I don't need any more. And then I'd hide in a hole and then just not send letters anymore and just then they couldn't find me.
Deuces.
All right. So why did we pick it?
Because the movie was coming out. Actually, what happened was I was going to see a different movie with John. Then this trailer came up, and of course they saved the base on a novel for the last bit of it. And I was sitting there watching it, and me and John turned to each other like halfway through, and we were like, oh my God, I want to see this. And so I was like, oh good. Cause like John's kind of picky with movies sometimes. Like I'll turn to him and be like, I want to see that. And he'll be like, eh. And I'm like, God damn it. So the second we both turned and said it to each other, I was like, oh, we got to see it. And then we're watching it. And then up pops the based on a novel by Stephen King. And I was like, aw, I guess this will be our bonus.
Perfect. Okay. Well, it worked. Okie dokie. I got some Alice super fun facts for y'all. Okay. The giant N logo above the network building is colored red and resembles the Netflix logo. Everywhere else in the movie is colored white. This is a subtle dig at Netflix, who director Edgar Wright said ran trailers for his film The World's End 2013, and they carelessly gave away the ending during his trailers.
Oh no.
So he was mad at them, so he made them the bad guys in this movie.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I love that kind of actually.
Yes. Number 2, Tom Cruise called Glenn Powell, with whom they co-starred in Top Gun Maverick, to give him advice before shooting the movie. Powell recalled, Tom rang me to give me the lowdown, and what I thought would be a 10-minute call lasted 2.5 hours. He basically told me how not to die. He gave me running lessons, and he said, you should film yourself running because you don't look as cool as you think you do. And he was so right.
He was so right.
I've never filmed myself running before. I feel like I need to. I wonder what I look like.
Yeah. I know I don't look cool, so I'm not going to.
Before Glenn Powell was cast, Ryan Gosling, Chris Evans, and Chris Hemsworth have met with the director were considered for the lead role.
Dang, any of those guys would have been good too.
I know.
Not that I didn't like Glenn, but they all would have been good.
The book the movie is based upon was published in 1982, but it takes place in 2025, and the year the movie is being released. Yeah, we know that. The original movie was released in 1987 and takes place in 2017, but I don't know. It never told us when this one takes place.
No, it didn't.
Let's see if that's, I'm going to do some math, see if it matches. So that's 30 years. So if we get right in the middle there, let's do 2025 plus 37. We're going to say it's 2062.
Okay.
Done.
I feel like
has been determined.
2062. That's hilarious.
Okay. And Glenn Powell said Arnold Schwarzenegger gave the star of The Running Man 1987, gave him his full blessing, which I thought was cool.
That's really cool. And I'll throw in the fun fact that I noticed in the movie. The first thing they show you is some of the currency of the world. Yep. And the currency has Arnold Schwarzenegger's face right on the dollar bill.
I know.
And I thought that was so cool.
What a nice little nod.
I was like, that was a good way to be like, hey, look, we know we're remaking it, but.
Yep. Okie dokie.
At first, my dumbass thought they were just making a dig at him for having been California's governor. I was like,
yeah.
That joke has been overplayed, guys. And then I was like, oh, wait. No. God.
That's funny. Okie doke. Are we ready?
Yes, we are.
Ben and his wife are arguing about this competition game show, which is, we find out, The Running Man. And Sheila, his wife, is crying, saying bad things are going to happen. Don't do it. But their daughter's really sick. And so he's like, what are we going to do? We got to go get some medicine for her. And he goes and he does all the physical tests and to see if he qualifies. And he passes them all. And he just has to wait now.
So we basically, in the movie, it starts off with him going back to his job to plead for his job back because he needs money for his kid. And he brings his kid and you see like his rough life, and his wife is, it's kind of weird because she's like a stripper, but or not even a stripper. She's like a prostitute who only strips, basically, is how it came across in the movie. And so once she realizes that she needs more money for her kid, she's like, I gotta go back to work, even though I just got back from work. And he's like, I'm desperate. I'm going to go try to get on any reality TV show, and I'm going to stay as far away from The Running Man as possible because I do not want to be on that one. I'll get on one of the other ones for sure. So then he goes and does the tests, and he lands on The Running Man.
Mm-hmm. So in the book, he continues testing. Like, there's a lot of tests, and they do all these different tests. And he's doing mental tests. He did really good on those also. And he asks a guard for a couple quarters so he could call home because his baby's still sick. And the next day, they get their game show assignments. And he got a blank card and it says, go to elevator 6. And he's just like, oh, crap, because he knows what that means. And he, in the book, also was trying not to be on The Running Man.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite parts of the movie was when they showed him doing all the different tests and then showing how he did those tests in real life and like his physical physique from his previous jobs coming into play for the tests. So like he was like, oh, I've got this because I've done this and this and this. Yeah, that was really cool. And the rest of that does happen.
So he's going to be on The Running Man, which is the most popular TV show. Okay, so he was brought in for the interview because he's like, why? Why did I get on this, basically? And it's because he doesn't have, like, show authority. So this show basically...
You mean follow authority?
Yeah. This show basically takes criminals and makes a game out of killing them and teaching them a lesson. He's no longer allowed to talk to his wife. He's in solitary confinement until Tuesday, which is when the game starts. And Ben, what's his name? Killing something? Ben, something, not Ben. What's his name? Killing the guy.
Who are you talking about?
Dan Killian. So the guy who runs the whole network. Yes.
Sorry, you got me so confused because you kept calling him Ben. I was like,
I know.
That's Ben. Know. He's the guy. It's Ben Richards.
He gave him a loan, like advance payments, which, okay, he gave him, so advance payments aren't allowed, but Killian gave him a personal loan because he's like, I believe in you and all this sort of stuff. And then he sent some to his wife so that she could get medicine for the baby. And then he paid off the cop who let him get the quarters to call her earlier.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is where he makes the phone call to his wife to be like, hey, I'm on the show. I'm on Running Man.
Yeah, I think so.
And she starts freaking out and he's like, but don't worry, I'm sending you some money. It's going to be fine. I'm going to do everything I can to survive. So it wasn't complete solitary confinement just yet.
Right.
Because you got to do that and tell her and explain, which kind of makes sense because obviously he's going to send the money back to his wife. So not being able to be like, hey, you got some money coming your way. Like,
right.
Exactly. That would be a really fucking nice envelope to get. But I bet she would be like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Okay. So he went out, did the promo and all this sort of stuff. And they let them know, hey, they're going to boo because they don't like you. And that's just how the show is. And sure enough, they're out there and they got him all riled up and all this stuff. And they even like put his wife, unquote wife, up there because it wasn't really her. And all the audience is yelling and everything. And this flipped him out because they were being disrespectful to his wife now. Okay, so they have 30 days. So the whole point, as we said in the synopsis, is they have 30 days to hunt this guy down. So he has the first couple hours to like run off and get all situated. And if he survives, he gets $1 billion.
This happens. And except for they show his wife, but they just say that she sleeps with men and that she's a slut and basically isn't faithful to him.
Yeah. All right. So he left the film building with this cab, and the cab's all excited. The driver's all excited. He's like, oh my gosh, you are the Running Man. I just watched you. Blah, 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 blah. Actually, something I forgot to mention. Let's rewind a bit. There are 2 other contestants as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
I was
so
waiting for you to say them.
Nope. So he's
Allie's like, screw them.
Yeah, pretty much. I will not mention them any other time in this whole thing. So he is not the only one. So there's 3 of them out there that are getting hunted down. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a better way to say it. Chased. They're not just getting chased.
Tag, you're it.
Yeah, basically. Damn.
Okay, so he's now back to where we were. He left in a cab, and the cab driver's like, oh my gosh, can I get a picture with you? And he's like, oh my gosh, no, you can't. I'm friggin' being hunted to killed. Like, no, thank you. And so then the guy's like, you suck. I hope you die. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wow, what a, escalation.
What a dick. Yeah, just because he said no to a picture.
Exactly. So he went and he, went to this hotel. He put a pillowcase over his head and hit the record button and they watched him sleep because he has to turn in these tapes at one tape every day that's 10 minutes long. And so he just filmed himself sleeping and he was going to go turn that one in.
In the movie, he did it hilariously and he was like, so you all can watch my ass as I sleep. And he rolled over and slapped his ass.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I was like, yes, show it to the man. But yes, that does happen.
Yep. So he went about his day. He's being really sneaky. He's trying to stay in the hotel room without making note of who he is and all this sort of stuff. And he plays this game in the window as watching cars go by. And he did this for a couple more days. He stayed in this hotel. And they went and took a shower. And at one point...
You obviously did talk about his friend on the black market.
I don't think it happened yet. I think it's later.
It's in your notes right up top. You did. I think you did.
Where? Oh, yeah. I skipped that bullet point. I was done with that whole section already. All right. Rewind a bit. So after he's yells at the cab driver, that's when he gets out and he goes to this black market dealer friend. And then he gets some stuff fake IDs and all that. And then goes to the hotel to sleep.
Sorry, I don't know why. I know why. I felt like I had something I wanted to say about that last part. So I scrolled up to kind of sit there and reread it to try and jog my memory. And then I was like, I don't remember her talking about him. And that's William H. Macy's character. And we probably won't talk about him later. So
nope.
Oh, I think I was going to say, this is what I was going to say. I wouldn't have been able to jog my memory from this anyway. In the movie, the other 2 contestants are always prevalent. Basically, whoever's on the Running Man, when you are hiding, you then watch the Running Man to kind of see how your competition's doing and how they are doing at hunting you and all of that. Basically, every time Ben is in the hotel or wherever he's staying, he turns on the show so that he can watch the other 2 and see what they're doing and if they've gotten killed yet.
So he's been in the hotel for a couple days and he goes to take a shower. And at one point he was at this bus stop and he thought people were yelling to stop him because like he thought he was caught, but they were yelling at another kid, and he's playing this game and he's watching cars and he realized there are people outside and they're getting ready to come in and get him. And he's like, oh crap. Because he went to the bus stop because he had to put his tape in. And so that's why he's like, oh, and he's freaking out and he had to go back inside. And then he realizes, oh, people are coming.
Basically, in the movie, what happens is he thinks there's a homeless dude who's just high on drugs yelling, and there's a mailbox next to him, and he's like, okay, I'm going to wait for this dude to leave. And like after like time had passed, he saw him before he hopped in the shower, and then when he got out of the shower, the dude was still there. And then he like walked away to get dressed and finish brushing his teeth, and then it clicked. He was like, wait a minute, that's one of the dudes that I saw at the studio when I was first filming my introduction. They're here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he ended up like running all the way down to the sewers to hide. And then he like exploded because he found a bomb, a grenade, and it exploded this building. And he almost got stuck under all the rubble, but he was able to get free. And he's pretty sure that these videotapes he's making are like pinpointing his location. So he's kind of pissed he has to make them.
I don't think he ever realizes that in the movie.
I don't think so.
No, but honestly, like that's all I could think. I was like, why? The only reason they're making him do the videos, and I get that that's why in the movie he always makes it a white background so that they can't like see his background. But I'm like, technology is crazy, especially if it's about to be 2062 in the movie.
I know.
Like, they could probably locate you.
Exactly. Seriously. They'd be like, this one came from this area.
Mm-hmm. And the rest of that does happen except for the explosion. It's like super cool in the movie. The explosion is like he's running and he gets himself locked in a basement of a building and they're shooting inside, which ends up like shooting holes through all these gasoline things. And then it just catches the place on fire.
Yeah, it was cool. All right. So Richard's found a boy. He's about 8 years old. And he came when he got crawled out of the sewers. And he decided to trust him. And it says, hey, go get your big brother. I'll pay you some money. And the kid did as he was told. And his name is Stacy. And he brought his brother Bradley. And Bradley recognized him, but decided to help him instead of kill him or turn him in or whatever. And it turns out that they had a little sister and she's dying of lung cancer. And it's because the air quality is awful. And they have to makeshift these like mask inhaler things because the ones that the government sells are like not helping. If anything, they're making it worse. And so Richard promised he would help them he would help them if they helped him. And they all hate the cops, so it was an easy decision for them. And when he blew up the building, it killed a bunch of guys. So when he kills guys, he gets more money. Or is that only a movie thing?
No, it was a book thing too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But what was a movie thing that is not a book thing is Bradley is basically a massive conspiracy theorist and has essentially a YouTube channel showing how rigged the Running Man is. And like showing that certain episodes were filmed, but they're actually from these previous episodes and like all of this. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
To see.
It was cool.
Mm-hmm. I liked it. Mm-hmm. But then, yes, the rest of that does happen.
So Ben made a clip basically calling out the government, being like, hey, these kids are dying because you guys suck and your air quality is awful and the products you give out to your people are harming more than good and all this sort of stuff. And so they aired it, like, because they air his 10-minute clips every day. But they muted him because he started talking bad about the government.
Which I think, again, why didn't Stephen King write it this way? But in the movie, instead of muting it, they tamper with the footage. So then they make him basically start saying, fuck you all, and you're all gonna die and burn.
Yeah, because they played it right after they had all the kids of all the police officers he just killed, like standing there all sad and holding candles. And then they tampered with it saying like, I am so happy I murdered all of your parents and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, they made him really like sound like he sucks.
Yeah. It was kind of funny. And it makes a ton of sense because why would the government just mute it if they... Because then you obviously know. Because
in the 80s, when this was written, tampering with it was not even thought about.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, that's hilarious.
She would be like,
that's hilarious
no way
and
they
scary.
Change that.
No, I know. I was about to be like, Alli, CGI. And I was like, fuck no. They were just barely like... Look at Star Wars is CGI. They were barely just getting to that.
He would be like, there's no way that would be believable. I can't even write that. There's no way.
I can't write that. That's a joke. Massive joke. Now,
here we are
joke's
today.
on him.
All of us staring at AI videos being like, is that real?
Oh my God. Not? I know. That's so fucking scary now. Like,
I know. And like the fact that AI pretty much just started and they're so good that a lot of us are like, is it real or not? Like, imagine in
Alli,
5 years.
I felt fucking stupid. All those gorilla videos I kept sending you, I thought they were real until you said, I love AI. And I was like, the fuck? And then I was watching and I was like, okay, the one with the stupid chipmunk, how come that didn't tip me off?
I know, you kept sending them to me. I was like, does she know this is fake?
Nope, I did not know it was fake. The one that I realized, like the first time I saw it, I wanted so badly for it to be real. But then I saw like 500 of the exact same style video, but with a different animal. It's the ones with like the animals coming up on the porch, like it's a Ring camera and like messing with someone on there. The first one I saw, I was like, this has got to be fake. But there was a part of me that was like, that would be fucking hilarious if it weren't. And then I saw more and I was like, okay, yeah, that's fake for sure. Fuck.
That's so funny. Oh, AI. Anyways, all right. So Bradley is talking to Richards and he's taking him to go hide somewhere. And as they're going, they're like about to run into the cops. But Bradley's like, I got this. Don't worry about it. And he got him a priest, or Molly, his black market friend, had gotten him a priest disguise. And so he dressed up as a priest and gets him to where he needs to go. And he's very appreciative. Bradley, he pays him and he tries to pay him thousands, but Bradley only accepted 600. And then the plan was to send the 2 tapes in and Bradley was going to do that for him. And he needed to just go act like a blind priest. So he did.
So basically after the video of him yelling about killing everyone, that was not real. The mom watched that and was like, because Bradley took him to their house and they were hanging out with his little brother, his mom, and his sister in the living room after dinner. And she was like, oh my God, you said that? You have to get out of here right now. You're not a good man. Blah, blah, blah. So then this all does happen.
Yep. Except there was like a car chase going on with Bradley and Stacy and Ben was in the back of the car and
in the trunk. It was just 2 randos who found him.
Yeah.
They doesn't happen, but I mean, I feel like they had to spice it up a little,
more exciting. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
even though to me, like reading this, I was still on edge because I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? How is he keeping away from them?
Sure.
Alli was not. I was.
So we get some background of like his life growing up and how he met his wife and how he had his daughter, but like he didn't know he would be able to have his daughter. And they get back to present time and keeping up with the show. And
basically we don't get this part because we get that at the start. There's no like random flashback in the movie. There is a scene, and I think it's this part in the book. I think this is what you're getting hooked up on because at this. Oh wait, no, that happened at his first hotel. So never mind. Just kidding. Because at his first hotel, after he sent them the video of him sleeping with his butt showing to them, he went to sleep and was having a dream about his wife and kid. And then it like morphed into like, it showed them coming up the stairs and finding him, and like he was getting caught and gonna get killed. But then he woke up and it was a dream, and that's what made him be like, okay, got to move on to the next thing.
Okay. So in the book, he had a nightmare that they tortured Bradley, and he's like, oh my gosh, this is horrible. So he was on his way to Portland, and he got crutches and bandages and wrapped up his face. And when he gets to this house, he was looking for someone named Elton. And the woman answered and was like, I'm his mom. And okay, cool.
So I get why they made this change, because that dream also was he, in the dream before they came to get him, he saw them torturing the guy who helped him with his ID cards and stuff. And so he thought that's how they were going to find him. And then he woke up and was like, we got to move. And I think they made that change because they didn't want to show a kid getting tortured, you know?
Yeah, probably.
Or even though Bradley wasn't really a kid.
I think what it was that the end credit scene, because the kid is the one who like, it's like, actually, let's tell you what's happening. Yeah.
No, that's actually absolutely right. You're right. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And then he doesn't ever wrap his face and stuff up in bandages, and he doesn't walk on crutches. He does go look for Elton, though.
He does.
Oh yeah, he does. Just one. But yeah, then he goes to find Elton.
Yep. So Elton is someone that Bradley had told him to go find. Like, he's like, you can trust him, go find him. So Elton and Richard, they have a conversation, and wait, I skipped. Sorry. Elton's mom is freaking out, and Elton's like, Mom, chill, you're fine, don't worry. And Bradley's on the run, and it's freaking her out. And so sure enough, Mom called the cops. So he's like, the crazy man is here. And they broke in, and a battle broke out. Elton and Richard escaped, and cops end up dying. And Richard broke his ankle, something like that, or his arm. I don't know. Something happened. And Elton got super smashed up as well, but they're out of there, on their way.
This was one of my favorite scenes of the movie. It was so good.
It really was.
And they gave Elton this whole backstory where the CNG is the people who are chasing after, or like the company that runs the Running Man, or at least the people who kill the people in the Running Man, the hunters. And his dad had worked for them, but then ended up dying when he was part of the group or something like that.
He quit. And so his dad quit because he's like, this is messed up. And then they did not help him. They were not or okay with like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so then, because he went to go run a hot dog stand or something. Yeah. And then, anyways, it was cute. But that's why Elton is super, I'm going to help you. Let's stick it to the man. Well, they have this fancy button in their house where they can press it and call them to the house. Well, his mom's senile. And so Elton's like, Mom doesn't realize who you are. It's fine. But then in the middle of the night, she finds him and is like, oh my God, you're the guy. You're the guy that's on the TV. We have to call him. But then Elton comes out and is like, Mom, no, don't. And like, he's trying to lock her in the closet. But then something, I can't remember who says it, but someone says like, remember what they did to your father. So then Elton looks at Ben and then gets angry and presses the button. Oh yeah. And he's like, don't worry, I have a plan. And Elton has fucking turned his house into like a million different booby traps just to take down the CNG people, basically.
It was super funny.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Good scene.
Yes. And then he's like, I told you we'd get out before they got here. 4 minutes. And then he's like, we're still in the house. And so they hadn't even left yet. They were just killing all these people.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of money that he got. What's his name?
Yeah, it was. I know.
Because every cop that's killed Richards gets money. So messed up.
Yeah, a shit ton of money too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, so as they're driving away, Elton and Richards have this conversation, and there's no way Elton's going to make it because he's bad, beat up, pretty bad. So he convinced him, just take the car, keep going. But Richard was like, no, I can't do that. And so finally what he ended up doing was like Elton ended up crashing his car so that he gave like a target. They thought that Richard was still in the car. And he's like, oh my gosh. So he realized, so that he just kept going. But then Richards realized he had to mail 2 tapes in before noon. And he just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to do this. I'm so scared.
This is different because Elton gets stabbed at some point during
the head.
No. He gets stabbed first.
Oh, first.
Yeah, he gets stabbed during the whole like apartment scene. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that's how he's dying. But then he still got in the Jeep with Ben. So then I was like, okay. But then they're getting chased by 2 different CNG people. Basically, at first it looks like it's going to be a thing of chicken between 2 different cars, and then they turn around to go the other way. And then there's another car that's coming up from the opposite side. So then they're like, oh shit, we're sandwiched. And then Elton's telling him a plan, basically the plan that happens in the book. But in the middle of this plan, he gets shot in the head. Mm-hmm. So then Ben has to figure out what he's doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he jumps off. This is when he jumps off the bridge, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a shootout with one of the hunters and him. Like, he's like, yeah. So he ends up jumping, which ended up crashing the hunter. Oh, because he made the car go. He made the car go off the edge and he jumped off. He made the car go crash into the other hunter.
Oh, yep. Now I'm right back where I was.
Okay.
That's what I remembered. And then you started talking and I was like, oh yeah, it was the car going off into the water. I was like, that doesn't sound totally right, but maybe.
So in the book, he ended up coming in contact with this boy and his German Shepherd, and he convinced the boy that he's military and government and he needs to mail these tapes, and asked if the boy could do it for him. And the boy agreed, and they went on their merry way. And so that's how he got the tapes turned in.
This part doesn't happen in the movie, but can I fucking remember what happened after he jumped in the water? No.
That's okay.
I feel like this is when he gets the crutch.
Oh yeah, and he walked, and he's like, and
he walks to the like homeless camp.
Because all the lower, like not rich folks are all on Team Richards
for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he goes to like this homeless encampment and he's watching the show with them. Mm-hmm. And he's like, oh, I gotta go get hidden because everyone can see me.
Yeah. We should say too, at this point, or at least, at this point, so one of the other contestants has already died. And right now is when the
other one dies. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that one kind of makes him upset because she got away from the hunters, but then she got burnt to a crisp
by not the hunters, by random. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Richards ends up hijacking this car with this woman, and she's freaking out. She thinks he's gonna rape her and kill her, and he's like, oh my gosh, no, just I need passage, get as far as I can, go to Derry. And so she's like freaking out, and he's like, drive. And so she drives him 100 miles, but there's this checkpoint with military, and he told her, tell him that you're hostage and they'll let us through. But they did not. They started shooting at them. And so he started shooting back, and it became this car chase. And she's in utter shock. She's like, why did they shoot? I'm in here. And he's like, because the government doesn't care about you. And she just can't believe that because she's one of the rich folk and like she's high class. So how could they not care about her? That's not what the government does.
That's fucking hilarious. Okay, yeah, the ending is where it starts to get all kinds of messed up, huh? So in the movie, at this point, he's now like, I think he sees himself on the TV somehow or something, and so he decides, oh, I'm gonna run and get this car, or like he sees one. I can't figure out why he chose this specific car in the movie, but he had a purpose for it, so he ran to that car to get in that car to have her drive him like this. Mm-hmm. There is no chase scene because on the TV show they are tampering with it to make it look like it's a chase scene and like he has a hostage now. Mm-hmm. And she's driving him to Derry and the guards are just letting them through. They're not shooting at him. They're letting him through. It's a piece of cake. But then on the TV screen, it's a tampered image of them in a car chase scene, her being held hostage and yelling out the window, like, save me, he's got me, he's gonna be horrible to me. Mm-hmm. And like this whole time she's been like, I don't like you, I don't trust you, you're a horrible person, blah, blah, blah. And he like just got done saying like, why can't you see that I'm just a person just like you? And then she sees this on the TV and she's like, what the hell is going on? And he's like, welcome to the Running Man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in the book, they get to this payphone and he calls the network and he's like, hey, I got a hostage. Leave me alone or I'll kill her. And then the cops start coming and they're shooting at him and they're trying to get away. And Amelia's like in utter shock. She's like, they were on my side. And they drove a long while until they got to another checkpoint. And this time there were a lot of people there. So the cops wouldn't shoot because the news crews were there and they couldn't like make themselves look like the bad guys since there's a hostage involved. But then this brawl happened between all the slum folk and the high-end folk and cops. And that's what the news kind of focused on. And they finally got out of there and they got to another checkpoint and there's a tank there. And Richard is thinking like, I need to go to air marshal. I need to get out of here and fly. So they're on their way to, or once he says he wants to go to the air marshal, that's kind of like you're in limbo in the Running Man game where you're not allowed to be killed anymore because he's like, it's kind of like saying parlay, I guess, is how I took it in Pirates of the Caribbean. And they're like, yeah, drat, how dare you say that?
I know, same. That's how I took it.
And so he goes to the airport. I'll let you catch up.
Yeah. So they get to the point where all the hunters are waiting for Richards. And Richards and Amelia get out of the car after Richard says, we're going to pretend that this is a bomb that I have, but it's your purse. I'm going to put it in my pocket. It's a bomb, okay? And we're going to tell them that it's a bomb. And they try to convince them that it's a bomb. They get out of the car, and behind them, there is a whole crowd of people that have been following them because they are the pro Ben Richards group. And they're like, yeah, go Ben Richards, woo. So they get out, and Amelia is still believing that these guys are good, even though now that she's seen that they tamper with videos, she's kind of like, I'm a little bit on the edge with this. And then Ben says something about go ahead and kill all these people. I can't remember totally. He does it to psych them out, basically. Or to get them to see that the head hunter guys are evil. Mm-hmm. And basically everyone runs then, and Ben and Amelia get on the plane.
Mm-hmm. So they're at the airport in the book, and he gets a megaphone so he can talk to the cops and the head hunter guy. And this is when he's like, I got this major dynamite, like it'll blow 3 miles around, and they don't believe him. And so this is what Bri was saying. He needs Amelia to lie for him. And she's trying to decide what to do. Amelia went inside, and Richard's just playing a scenario what probably happened. And because this book did a lot where he would like think things and not necessarily what was happening. And
too much inner monologue.
Yes, he ended up coming out because the airplane that he requested was wait.
You said Eric Plane.
I don't know if I did.
That was what I heard.
Okay, so he had to keep pretending he had a bomb. So he went onto this airplane, and this headhunter was calling his bluff, but he couldn't 100% be sure. So he couldn't shoot him because his finger was on the detonator and all this sort of stuff. So they just had to bring him on and do whatever he wanted. And he's like, okay, we're going to be flying low so that if you kill me, it's going to blow the whole town. And they were just not too excited about that. Oh, because he was also trying to not get shot down because they were like, he thought that they would just shoot the plane down, which they probably would have done.
I'm trying to figure out how to catch up to you.
You just need
with the movie.
You need to get on the airplane.
Oh, well, they get on the airplane.
Okay.
And none of that happened.
All right.
It's pretty much everything that happened that was dramatic in this part happened on the tarmac. And then they just go on the plane together.
Yep. Okay.
with her hand purse in his pocket.
Yep.
As a bomb.
So Richards gets on the plane and he demanded that Amelia comes on the plane, and the headhunter is also on the plane, and he wrote Amelia a message saying, you need to act like I'm about to pull the trigger or bomb or whatever. And because he assumes she is bugged, so he didn't want to tell her. He wrote it down, and she does a very good convincing job. They finally made it to New Jersey, which is where he wanted to go.
He never wanted to be on the plane. He just got told to get on the plane. And yes, he did want the plane.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, my bad. Whoops. But basically that does happen, just apart from writing Amelia a message, because she's been with him the whole time. And honestly, I mean, I know she's an actress. Oh my God, I was about to say. And honestly, I think she did a good and convincing job pretending that was a bomb.
Yes, she did. She did her job.
Oh, jeez Louise. Anyways, go ahead, Allie.
So Ben was told to get on the freebie, which is what they call the television, and Killian was on it. And he's talking, and he's like, "Okay, we called your bluff. Like, knock it off. We know it's a pocketbook." And he's like, "But I have a deal. I want you to be our next head hunter because you're the smartest player that we've ever had." And Ben's like, "I'm never going to be a headhunter. I have a family that won't work." And Killian's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Your wife and daughter have been dead for 10 days now." And he, of course, freaks out.
Yep, that does happen.
Mm-hmm. So Killian explained that his wife was stabbed 60 times, and they went after because someone went after their daughter. So she tried to save her, but then the daughter died too. And it was not by anyone at the games. She must have been doing drugs and got caught up in it. And Richards had to pause and turn off the screen while he just got his thoughts together. And he decided to come back on, and he agreed to be the headhunter.
So how they get Richards in the movie? Actually, what it was they were like, kill all the headhunters that are on the plane with you, and then we'll give you this job. And he was like, what the fuck? No, I'm not going to do that. And then they're like, well, you should see this video. And they show him a video of all of the other hunter dudes storming Richards's apartment where his wife and daughter are and killing them. Mm-hmm. So then Ben gets pissed and he breaks the freebie and he rips his headphones out. And he's like, at first he's like, this is what he wants. I shouldn't do this. But then he starts thinking about it. And he's like, oh, fuck that. And then he just goes to town and starts killing all the headhunters.
Mm-hmm. So he proceeds to go around the plane and shoot and killing everybody. And the pilots are pretty easy to kill. And then the hunter puts up a fight, but he ends up getting him. The hunter ended up shooting his gut, though, and his intestines are all spilled everywhere. He had Amelia put on the parachute and shot the door open, and she went flying out. He ended up directing the plane right into the games building, and the book ended with Richards flipping off Killian right before the plane crashed and exploded the building. The end of the book.
Yep. There's some more to the movie. So after he kills all the headhunters, the main headhunter did get he stabbed him, not shot him. But then the rest of that pretty much does happen, except when Ben is going to fly the plane, he records a video, one of his last videos, and he essentially again tries to like talk to the people about how horrible the government is and yada yada yada, and they of course tamper it again. And like Killian was like, well, I let you have your fun even though you should have known we were going to do this to it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, so you can either tell them that you're going to be a headhunter or we show this. And then Ben pretty much is like, fuck y'all. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm doing. So then he crashes into the building and there's mayhem. But then it cuts to black, right? Because then it's Bradley's video that comes up, and Bradley's sitting there giving us the conspiracy theory as to why he believes that Ben Richards is alive. Mm-hmm. And the last thing you see, because Ben realizes with the video clip he saw of his family that most likely could have been tampered. So his family most likely is alive. And so he goes and finds his wife.
Yep.
And that's how the movie ends. We did it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Woohoo.
All right. So IMDb cast 98 people for this movie.
It's actually pretty few, considering.
Mm-hmm. So we have Glenn Powell as Ben Richards.
I loved him. I thought he did so good.
I thought he did really good. I liked him a lot.
Mm-hmm. He was great. He was exactly what Ben Richards needed, because he was such a good, like, I hate everything. I'm an anarchist, yet also a like sarcastic person.
Mm-hmm. It was very good.
He was a good mix. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, you want to know something I found out about him that I absolutely adore? In all of his movies, his parents make a cameo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know who they were in this movie, but I saw like for all of his previous movies, and I was like, that's so fucking cute.
Jamie Lawson played Sheila, his wife.
She wasn't exactly what I thought she was going to be, but then like after a few scenes with her, I was like, oh, she's perfect.
Yeah,
she's
she did
great.
Really good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Lee Pace played the headhunter.
I hated that they had his face covered for 90% of this movie.
I did too. But I think it was in the book too. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I loved him though.
Yeah, he was funny. We got, I didn't even know, Sean Hayes. He was like one of the hosts of one of the games. I thought that was funny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I noticed him right away. Because he's my gay man from Will and Grace, and I love him so fucking much.
I never watched that.
So then to see him, oh my God, it's so good. I love that show. But to see him and like not hear his Will and Grace voice, I was like, what the fuck?
So we got Katie O'Brien played Jenny Laughlin, which was one of the other contestants.
She was fun. I liked her.
I did too. And Martin Hurley?
I think so.
Played Tim Gansky, which was also one of the other contestants.
What's funny is this is one of John's YouTube guys. He leaned over to me and was like, I didn't know. Yeah, he was like, I didn't know he was going to be in this. And I was like, I didn't either. So he's probably not a big character.
That's funny.
And he's like, nah, Tim's cool. Tim's my man. I was like, oh, watch him die first.
I know. What did he do when he did?
He was sad. He like made a sad face. I was like, oh. I was like, sorry.
So then we have Josh Brolin as Dan Killian.
He was so good.
He was.
I really hope, but I'm pretty positive they were fake teeth. His teeth were just so freaking tiny and weird looking. Like they were perfectly straight, but they were super tiny and it kept creeping me out.
I did not notice.
Oh, I did. Because here, let me find a picture of him smiling.
To make sure.
What's funny is how do I even look this up? Smiling
Josh
with teeth.
Brolin.
Yeah, his teeth are massive.
Not in this movie.
Unless, I don't know. Actually, now that I'm looking, I'm like, wait, maybe I just haven't been paying enough attention and this movie brought it to the forefront for me. No, his teeth for sure are fake. Like, I'm looking at a picture from The Running Man now, and those have to be freaking, what are they called? The veneers? The fancy, like, prosthetic teeth that people get. I don't know. Anytime he talked, I was staring at his teeth.
Whoa.
His teeth were creeping me out, I'm telling you. Except for John also. John is so bad with movies and actors. And he leans over. I don't know why he thought that he would have to make sure that I knew this, but he leaned over and was like, did you know that's Thanos? I was like,
Oh, John.
Yes, John, I did. I did know that that's Thanos.
Just had to make sure.
I know. If there's ever a time when you guys find someone who's in a movie that I don't know who it is, I'll be shocked.
Right. All right. So we got Coleman Domenico.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Bobby T. He was like
He was really good. I liked him a lot.
I did too.
Yeah.
He reminded me of the
Caesar Flickerman.
nope. The I'm getting
Oh.
too old for this stuff guy. From like the old movies.
Morgan Freeman?
No, what the heck?
I know. I don't know what you're saying.
Danny Glover.
Oh.
All right, then we have William H. Macy, played Molly, the black market guy.
Black market dude. Loved him as that dude.
Yep.
He was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Angelo Gray played Stacy, and Daniel Ezra played Bradley.
Yeah, I liked them.
I did
They
too.
were good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Cera played Elton.
He was fucking perfect as Elton. I loved him so much as Elton.
I know, he was so good. And Sandra Dickinson played his crazy mom.
She was good too.
Yep. And Amelia Jones played Amelia. Oh, how funny.
Oh, that is hilarious, actually. Yeah, I liked her.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so is the theme of the book and the movie the same?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
The characters stay true.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And what do you prefer?
I actually prefer the movie.
Me too. I prefer
I like
the
seeing
ending
the
of the
action.
book, but I prefer the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. I would agree. Mm-hmm.
For once,
I always like vague books
yes, for once,
vi-
Stephen King
endings.
Actually, no. You know what? I
Had
feel
the
like
better
a lot of the
ending.
time Stephen King's endings.
Uh-huh. It's because, you know what it is? It's because people in Hollywood don't like the vague endings. So they always think that they need to tie it together with a nice little bow.
Which
to
is
be like, oh,
insane
look,
to me because
story's done.
look at how well Inception did, right? And no
Mhm,
one knows
mhm.
how that one freaking ended. It's like people
Yeah.
like the vague.
Mm-hmm. I don't think people in Stephen King's genre like the vague
Well,
is the problem.
then they shouldn't read Stephen King books. He clearly rates vague.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh gosh. Anyways, all right. Would you recommend it to a friend?
Yeah, I would.
I would.
Both of them.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them both a lot.
I would too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And that's our bonus for y'all.
We hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving and you're going to have some good fun holidays, whatever you celebrate.
Yes. And we'll be back the first Monday of 2026.
With all of Allie's children picks.
Young reader picks, not children's. Thank you.
You say young reader, I think of like young adult.
No, that's why I didn't say young adult. I said young reader. Oh my gosh. But we have a website you can check out. By the time this airs, I'm not going to make that promise because I don't know when this is going to air. And I plan on doing this during winter break. But not quite yet because I'm waiting until I'm on winter break, you guys. So I have actual time to do things. But our website at offscript253.wixsite.com/offscript will have all of season 8's picks.
Ooh, exciting. I like that you call them picks.
Picks. They are our picks.
It's true. I picked them.
Yeah. And pics, like they'll be pictures.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I meant pics, like we picked them, but it works both ways. Okay.
Right.
Anyways. Yeah.
You can see all of that on our website.
Oh my gosh.
While you're there, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and review.
And then come back for season 8.
Where we're sure to have a good time.
Yes.
With that, the running man
went off script. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for sticking with us.
We hope you enjoyed it.
If you did, we would greatly appreciate it if you gave us 5 beautiful stars, reviewed, and subscribed.
You can also follow us on Facebook at Offscript, on Instagram at Offscript Podcast 21, and on TikTok at Offscript_pod.
Shoutouts to Madame Shen Creations for our adorable logo art.
And Adam Daniel for our incredible theme song.
And to Creative Cinephile Productions for producing our podcast.
See you next time.